Hello, my friends. Kenji, NumotTheNummy, Egashir back for another edition of Drafting with Numot. I apologize. I have not been uploading as frequently as I had promised or wanted to, but been really busy, which is a good thing. And things are just getting busier and busier, but thought I would try to deliver you guys another Amonkhet draft. It's getting a little bit stale. We've reached that point. Well, that draft fired instantly. We've reached that point where things are overplayed, I guess. All the known archetypes are solidified, and it's more just about, I guess, reading the signals of the draft and whatnot. Anyways, here we are for our first pack. Bantu the Glorified, our Mythic Open. Actually not a huge fan of Bantu. I think Bantu is quite poor as far as the gods are concerned. In fact, I think Bantu is the worst, up there with Kefnet. I think Hazaret is very good, Alketra is very good, and I think Ronus is definitely the best. But other good cards in this pack, there are plenty. This pack is quite solid. Vizier of Deferment, love this card. Watchful Naga, just solid green. Compulsory Rest, Electrify, Final Reward, and even a Thresher Lizard is a-okay. But I think, you know what? Even though I don't like Bantu, I'm going to try it out. There are decks where Bantu does work. You need like a lot of Doom Dissenters, Embalm Creatures, etc. But I'm going to give it a shot. Normally here, I would probably take Compulsory Rest, but we're gonna try the Bantu just for some fun shenanigans. And what did we get past here? Nothing too great. There's a Battlefield Scavenger, Trial of Strength, Weaver of Currents, Greater Sandworm, Talkrop Elite. Nothing that really works super synergistically with Bantu, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the Scavenger here over the Trial of Strength. Although that being said, Trial of Strength with Bantu is okay because that would put me into black-green. Black-green does have a lot of -1/-1 counters. And for those -1/-1 counters, you do want creatures like the Doom Dissenter I was talking about previously, which means we'd have a lot of overlapping synergy. Could also try to pick up like a Nest of Scarabs and go the -1/-1 counter route. And Scarabs with Bantu the Glorified, also very, very good. So, you know what? I'm going to take the trial here. The green cartouche is the best cartouche anyways, so if we're able to see any green cartouches, they just go skyrocketing up in value. So let's see if that'll work. Okay, and then we get this pack, which just complete power level drop off from anything that we were doing. Fifth of Devoted, another cute build around card. I'm not gonna third pick it here, I don't think. But if I did, it would be because this pack is just terrible. There's like medium red card, medium black card, medium green, medium white, and a Painted Bluffs. Yeah, this is not what you want to see. There's no true signal here. Yeah, just nothing exciting. I almost want to take the Painted Bluffs just to stay open to a splash color because of how poor this pack is, and I think I'll go ahead and do that. You don't see me frequently taking a third pick Painted Bluffs, but when you get a pack like that, there's no true signaling, nothing really, showing power. I think Painted Bluffs is a fine pickup. This pack, on the other hand, is very good. This pack is miles ahead of the previous one. We have Defiant Greatmaw, Cartouche of Ambition, Fanbearer, Cartouche of Knowledge, Horror of the Broken Lands, and some other fine filler cards like Stinging Shot, Pathmaker, Initiate. Because I do have the Trial of Strength, I think the cartouche goes up in value. And the black cartouche is one of my favorites anyways. Lifelink can be huge, and the ability to buy back my trial, just good value overall. So not a bad fourth pick. And then a pretty terrible pack for us to follow it up again. Miasmic Mummy, not something I'm really looking forwards to. There is like a Benefaction, which would be okay, as I do already have 2 enchantments, so I could see us going some value Benefaction. Green-black route. Otherwise, Cryptic Serpent in the pack. Aven Initiate. And some other fine filler cards. We'll take the Benefaction. Again, not a card I generally pick this highly, but since I did go ahead and take the Bantu first pick as more of a try to make this work choice, let's see if we can kind of build around. Just to note, I have nothing but 3 drops right now. And this is a format where you can really get glutted up on 3 drops. It's very important to pick up your 2s, especially in draft. Sealed is a little bit slower, but draft, you're really looking to take those cards like well, for green, I guess Naga Vitalist. For black, Doom Dissenter, or even Dune Beetle is fine. Here we're going to go ahead and take the Horror of the Broken Lands. I do think it's the best card in the pack, followed by like Giant Spider. Horror is just a very good black card, cycles for 1 in a pinch. Otherwise, 5 mana 4/4 that gets bigger when you discard or cycle. Seems okay to me. On the lookout for all the Doom Dissenters. Maybe even a Nest of Scarabs, although I only have the Cartouche of Ambition as a -1/-1 counter synergy. Grimstrider, okay, that's a late Grimstrider, 6th or 7th pick even. 7th pick is a good signal, because I do think that is a good uncommon. Festering Mummy, also a fine one to go with Bontu, but we can pick those up later. Grimstrider, uncommon, and just much higher card quality. Soul Stinger, another very good creature. Very happy to see it actually 8th pick here, as it's just great versus the aggro decks by itself, or if you have an earlier creature that you can shove the counters on, it's a 4/5 for 4. And then with Bontu, if you put the counters on itself, you can sacrifice it and get some extra value there. So good start for the black. It looks like black is certainly open. Unknown on if we'll be playing the green just yet, but I think black is certainly showing signs of promise, and well, that just pairs well with the fact that I first picked a Bontu. Final, okay, now I'm not sure what's going on, because Final Reward and Vizier Wheeling is absurd, plus Thresher Lizard, like, these were some of the top cards in the pack, in my opinion, when we opened it, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna take the Final Reward. This should not be this late. Vizier should not be this late, but man, that is a nice pickup. Red Cartouche here versus some medium blue cards. Gonna go ahead and take the Cartouche. Might not play it, of course. Easy Unburden here for us. Gonna pass the Painful Lesson and the Cradle of the Accursed. And now some just filler cards that we can put off to the side. But yeah, that Final Reward and just those other good cards wheeling is great. I like the Dissenter's Deliverance here over the Manglehorn, as you can cycle it, and they provide similar roles. Okay, so solidly in black for our first pack, leaning towards green, but oh my, that's a Glory Bringer. I have not opened many Glory Bringers in this format, but always happy to do so. I think everything that needs to be said about this card has been done. So I'm just gonna take it and note the cards that I'm passing: Bone Picker, Warfire Javelineer, Blighted Bat, Compulsory Rest. Given the fact that Final Reward wheeled out of the initial pack in pack 1, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if Blighted Bat wheeled. I would be very surprised if Bone Picker wheeled, but can't in good faith pass a Glory Bringer here. And then red's dead. We get a Decimator Beetle and some other filler cards. I guess we can always just splash Decimator Beetle if necessary, because otherwise I'm taking a card like Soul Stinger or Wander in Death, which is just way lower on the power level than Decimator Beetle. So we'll take that there and take a Splendid Agony here over some fine red cards. Minotaur Sure Shot is okay, but Splendid Agony is going to do some good work. Okay, there's another Bone Picker. Yeah, honestly, it's possible I just cut the Glory Bringer. We're just not seeing any good red, and with the green cards that I already have, plus the Decimated Beetle, I think green-black might be the correct route to go. Like, True Heart Twins is a fine card, absolutely, but I do need low drops, and there are perfectly fine cards in green-black here, which I can take. I think the Festering Mummy is a little bit better, actually, than the Initiate's Companion, so we'll take it there. This pack is all filler, and then like a Sure Shot. God, I hate forcing something, but Glorybringer is just that good, and there are no other good cards in this pack, so yeah, okay, Nefkrop Entangler. And I guess we're back in red. Pay attention, though. I could still splash green for sure. But for now, it looks like we might be on the red-black aggro route. This Bontu looks terrible, just to note. Not terrible, but lackluster. I don't think I've seen a single Doom Dissenter, unless there was one in the Glorybringer pack, because I wasn't really paying attention to anything else in that. We'll see. Glorybringer pulls the red above the green, but other than that, yet undecided. Sometimes you just get derailed. I think you probably just take Glorybringer no matter what in pack 2, even if you're like blue-white, and see if you can switch. But if it's pack 3, then I could see passing a Glorybringer, but this early in a draft, just too hard not to take it. As we get another Minotaur Sure Shot here. 2 drops are important, but Sure Shot is just so much better than the Kenbra that I'm happy to kind of glut up on 3s. And as expected, the Bloodbat Wit did wheel. Hyena pack filler, but also just fine. Wander in Death also wheeled here, which is good. Okay. Oh, I guess the Blighted Bat wasn't a wheel, was it? That was 8th pick, so that was the pack that we hadn't seen. Wander in Death was the first wheel, as that was pick 25? Yes. I think that's right. I don't even know anymore. All I know is that I opened a Glorybringer. And now we're kind of just taking red and black cards to fill up the curve. So Unburden we can cycle, Wander in Death we can cycle, Horror we could even cycle. Bloodlust Insider, I'm actually a fan of that card. I know a lot of people hate it, but I've always been a proponent of it. It's always done fine for me. Okay, let's see if we can open another good one. Because right now I do have a lot of filler, and getting a trial would be nice. I do like Blazing Volley. It's a good sideboard card. Trespasser's Curse. I don't think this card is terrible. I think there are times where you do want to sideboard it in, versus like a super heavy tokens deck, one with a Ketra's Monument or whatever. And go to the last pick, which shouldn't yield any fruit for us, but we will see. Maybe there's something sweet that we open? No, not really. Just a Magma Spray, which is good for sure, but Magma Spray is not an insane rare or anything like that. Passing Enigma Drake, Foil Temet, Champion Aronis, another Festering Mummy. Good solid removal. Not extremely happy to first pick it, but happy to have it in my deck. Okay, second pick of the third pack. We have a Rags that I could play as just the front side, which honestly wouldn't be completely awful. A lot of our creatures do survive through it. Lay Bare the Heart, Bloodlust Insider, although I expect that to wheel. I could consider Painted Bluffs number 2 for splashing that Decimator Beetle still as well. Not thrilled with this pack. I think Lay Bare the Heart is fine. Go ahead and just take it. Wow! Third pick Angel of Sanctions. Holy moly. Glorybringer and Angel of Sanctions are 2 of the top like 3 rare / mythics to open in this format. Oh my god. I can't take it. There's a Baleful Ammit here, which is great for us. We're shipping along a 4th pick Angel of Sanctions. That feels bad. But I'm nowhere close to playing any white, so Baleful Ammit it is. Ugh. Now another late compulsory rest. Whoever's playing white is just getting hooked up here. Yeah, I guess I need another just random creature for Bontu. Still no Doom Dissenters, which really hurts. I'd like to cut this Pursue Glory if possible. Yeah, not thrilled with the position that's been given to me / the one that I've taken. Was there... God, were there white signals that I wasn't reading? I mean, maybe there were as we pass a Binding Mummy here, but I don't recall like any standout white cards. Oh, I guess there was that late Vizier in the pack where I wheeled the final reward, but man, that's just gross. All right, I guess take a Desert Ceradon here over Miasmic Mummy. Okay, Cursed Minotaur, not a bad one. Pathmaker Initiate actually gonna be my pick now that I look at it though. As another 2-drop would be great. That means I can cut like Unburden. And this card works really well with the Minotaur Sure Shots. You can pump them, or rather make them unblockable while they still have 2 power, and then pump them up mid-combat. Looking to cut like the Hyena pack here as my worst filler creature. Maybe one of these Bloodlust Insiders is also a possible cut, but Fling? Yeah, Fling could be played. Just notably, there have been a ton of fixing. I've passed multiple Evolving Wilds now and multiple Painted Bluffs, so splashing the Decimator Beetle is certainly possible, but I think I'm just going to ignore that. As I take Fling here, Miasmic Mummy. Yeah, there's a late Unwavering Initiate. I don't need another Bloodlust Insider. We'll take Sideboard Painful Lesson. Brute Strength's good, especially to follow up a Fling. Okay. So we ended up with an okay red-black deck. We do have Glorybringer, and I have a little bit of removals. Final Reward, Splendid Agony, and the Magma Spray, but it's not amazing by any means. It's got some high-quality cards that can win the game for sure, but nothing super standout. Probably just going to cut this Lay Bare the Heart. Yeah, and run, I think, 16 lands. Could go 9-7 in favor of red, but I think 8-8 is probably fine. We don't need double color unless we're playing the Glorybringer or we're playing multiple red cards a turn. So I'm going to save it like this, and let's go to round 1 and try this red-black Glorybringer deck. Alrighty, round 1 here with our red-black Glorybringer deck. Gonna play first. And yeah, got a completely fine hand. Gonna certainly cycle this Desert Ceradon on turn 1 as we're looking to dump our hand as quickly as possible. Opponent leads on a mountain. Sure. Cycle our Ceradon. Find a land. Good. Because the sooner we can empty our hand, the sooner Grimstrider is going to do some big business. Okay, no Magma Spray into turn. Another mountain from the opponent who has a Nefcrop Entangler. I don't want them to block, so I'm actually going to leave back my creature on defense and just play the Bontu. Because I have the Splendid Agony in my hand, I think it's definitely worth it just to sit back here. If they play another X1 creature, another creature with 1 toughness, then I get to kill 2 creatures. So we'll go ahead and just take the 3 from them exerting. And it's a Minotaur Sure Shot. Alrighty. Now I don't need to draw any more lands. No attacks. Simply going to play the Grimstrider out as a 3/3 and pass. Kind of cute. I can draw my card for the turn, give Grimstrider unblockable because it has 2 power, and then play out multiple cards to get it out from under that, if I want to. Too many lands here, though. Way too many lands. Yeah, I guess I just play my land here and attack with Grimstrider. Go for a little bit of a racing situation with Bontu. See if the opponent wants to double block. If not, I will just happily kill their top crop. Gets in 1 more point of damage with our Strider. We're still holding up Bontu activation, which is nice. So if they try to target a removal spell at something, then we can just sack it in response. Also, they can't attack very well with Entangler or Sure Shot here. If they do, I'm threatening the sack of a Pathmaker Initiate, block with Bontu, eat your creature. Okay, I'm actually fine with this now. I think we do want to do that. Let's sack our Pathmaker Initiate. We get to Scry, which is important for us since we're looking for more spells and not land like we were about to draw. Go to blocks. And it's an even trade, of course, but we did get that scry and we did get that drain for 1, which is important. Four cards left in the opponent's hand. If they have a removal spell for my Grim Strider, they're probably going to want to use it now, if it's a Deem worthy, for instance. But it's just a Thresher Lizard and a pass. I did bottom that swamp, right? Yeah, okay, well. Sometimes you get unlucky, my friends, because we are flooding out. I'm running 16 lands in this deck, too. So let's hope we can start drawing some spells here. Luckily for us, we do have good blocks, and the opponent just playing their 6th land and passing as well. Festering Mummy, not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. The question is, do I want to do it main phase with all of their open mana available to them? I think the answer is yes. We're going to sack the Mummy here. We're going to put the counter on the Sure Shot so that they can't triple pump it and trade for my Grim Strider here. And again, happily going to bottom another land as we attack in for 9. So if they want to kill my Grim Strider, they're going to have to double block it. But they opt to just take, which is also good. Looks like the opponent might be flooding out as well. Those double scries, very important. And actually, they have to leave back enough creatures to block the Bantu. Unless they can somehow kill me this turn. Because the Bantu with the Drain is lethal by itself. So if they just play a single creature here. Ah, okay. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. That's fine. We do get another Drain, another Scry. And if we find a creature instead of land, then we will win the game. Or we could just have a million lands on top of our library. Alright, well that's an out for the opponent. They get to return 2 creatures with Dawn. They get to return their Nefcrop Entangler and their Tawcrop Elite. Emberhorn Minotaur. So, I think I've scried 3 lands to the bottom, and I have 16 lands in my deck, which means there are only 3 lands in the top 21 cards of my library left. No plays. I mean, alright, final reward is a card. I think the opponent's holding up open Vizier of Deferment. They didn't play any of their creatures last turn. Yeah, I'm putting them on Vizier of Deferment. Okay, so I've scryed 1, 2, 3. That means there are 2 lands in the top 19 cards now. Alright, well the opponent could have gone for the kill there. I mean, I guess I go for it because I'm dead on board otherwise. Oh, I see. Cast out on my Bantu. All right, that will also work. And that'll be the game. All right. Oh, opponent found a cast out, and I did not find spells. Granted, they did draw quite a few lands as well, but what a crazy game that was. I think we just run it back and hope not to flood out with our 16-lander. I'll be very sad if this is an 0-1 drop. Alrighty, game 2 here. Let's go on the play again. Well, how about all lands into no lands? We'll certainly keep this 6er though. Opponent also mulligans down to 6. And we will bottom a land. Turn 1 Insider. Go, go, baby. Go, go. Oh, man. And a 3-drop now? How lucky can I get? I think it's safe to cycle the Horror of the Broken Lands here, as we do have Wander and Death to return it back. Find ourselves another Sure Shot. Another uncastable. We're just going to play out our 3-drop and try to race here. Insider makes racing very hard for the opposing team. But I guess if they just play a 2-3 here, I can't attack very well. Cycle Ceradon and pass. Okay. That's interesting. And now we just cartouche up our Minotaur. Plays around impeccable timing. Eat their Nefcrop Entangler. Bash in for 4. Nice. And like I was talking about during the draft, lifelink versus another aggro deck is huge. Even just getting in for 3 lifelink could be the swing of the game. If they have an Electrify here or something, they're probably going to want to use it. Yeah, compulsory rest. Alright, we do find another land. So let's jam the Sure Shot. Let's give it haste. And let's bash in. Certainly cycling the Ceradon here at end of turn. How'd you like that for alliteration? Certainly cycling the Ceradon. Top crop elite from the opponent. Find ourselves a mountain and a festering mummy. Okay. So let's main phase play out this festering mummy. Let's give that haste. Let's attack in for 3. And then just wander back our 2 creatures from the graveyard. Now I have a decision, because I could certainly cycle the Ceradon, but I'm only 1 land away from casting it. And I do have the Bloodlust Insider, which makes it very tempting to just hold on to it here. Because even if I don't draw a land, I'm drawing a spell, and I have a Horror of the Broken Lands already in my hand, so. Alright, 4/4 Thresher Lizard from the opponent. We're just going to hold on to it. Okay, found a Nefcrop Entangler. And I think here we're actually going to play out the Horror of the Broken Lands and pass. Because with the Ceradon in our hand, we can make it a 6/5 next turn, which simply eats the Thresher Lizard. Opponent probably forgetting that I have reach, as is very common. Get a free eat there on their Sure Shot, or with the Sure Shot. Alright, Winged Shepherd. Hey, and it's Big Daddy Glory. Alright. Let's play out the Glorybringer. And opponent simply scoops. As is fitting when you draw a Glorybringer and cast it. Tends to win some games. On the draw, I think we're happy to ship it back again. Could bring in Laybear. Doesn't seem amazing, but it does hit like cast out. What's like our worst card versus them? Maybe like the Blighted Bat I could see taking out. Yeah, let's take out the Blighted Bat, add in the Laybear as just some extra backup versus removal or just scary creature. And let's go to a game 3 where our hand is unplayable. Bantu, certainly not good enough. Even with a brute strength. This hand is okay though, with a keep. If we hit a red source, we get to play turn 1 Insider. Otherwise, we can cycle away our Horror. Pretty far from casting Glorybringer or any other red card at this point, but hopefully the opponent doesn't come out of the gates too quickly. Even a 2-2 here is pretty bad for me. Alright. Oh, we did find that, though. Perfect. Mountain into Pathmaker Initiate. I will be trading away if given the opportunity. We have Wander in Death, we have Glorybringer. I think a later game probably favors us somewhat. Okay, here I'm going to lead with Bantu, though. As it's the most mana efficient and Bloodlust Insider's not doing much next turn. This way I get to play out Grimstrider and actually be pretty resilient unless they have another Compulsory Rest or they're cast out. Because if they want to get rid of my Grimstrider pre-combat, then my Bantu gets online. Now, they might just attack with both of their creatures. I think that's probably a good line from them as well. Okay. Tormenting Voice, discarding Seraph of the Suns. And we'll see if they want to attack. Yep, good attack. I think that's a good play from the opponent here. And I'm just going to take it, actually. Find a Ceradon. Land, Bloodlust Insider. And I'm going to pass now. I'm playing defensive. We have two larger creatures than they have right now. The Bantu and the Grimstrider. I'm scared of a flyer, yes, but I don't want to try to race them at this current juncture. Okay, Emberhorn Minotaur. That's also pretty bad for me. And just a pass from the opponent. Another Mountain's not bad. Lets me play out the Ceradon at the very least. Grimstrider's now a 5/5. But not an ideal position for us, really. If I get to untap, I'll feel comfortable, but this is the turn where they can wreck me. Talkrop Elite. Okay, that's fine. Minotaur Sure Shot. Well, I doubt they're going to attack into that again, but you never know. Alright, we'll play out the Sure Shot and attack in with the Ceradon. See if they want to block with their Minotaur, and then I'll Brute Strength. Hopefully blow them out here. And this is a ton of trample damage if they don't have anything. Nine power over 3 toughness. But it looks like they do have a trick of some sort. Impeccable timing. Okay, so this is going to straight up be a 2 for 2. And they still take 6 damage. 2 cards left in the opponent's hand, but my Grimstrider is now a 6/6. 1 card left after playing out their land. We'll see if they make that Talkrop Elite error again. Last card is Electrify my Sure Shot. Okay, deal. Not a good draw for us, for obvious reasons. The opponent's Hellbent, though, and I think I do need to start attacking in. They can double block and then embalm their Unwavering Initiate, but it's going to be a battle of who can find the most relevant spell first. Like, I'll be dead to a cast out, pretty much. But if it's just a Talkrop Elite, that's okay. Okay, Entangler's bad. Any creature that they draw is bad. Spell? Okay, that's good. That is good for us. Now I can actually attack with the Bantu, and I think it's safe or better to sacrifice the Entangler as the Bloodlust Insider has more value. As we bottom a mountain. They have to block here with one of their creatures. I still have a Chumper. They're Hellbent. Okay, this puts them to 3. And needing to find a spell off the top. If they do, they got me. If they don't, things are looking good for us, as they will have to double block Bantu and single block the Grimstrider. So as I like to say, hold the baby. Alright, they're attacking with everything. We will block the Thresher Lizard. Did they draw a Brute Strength? Oh, tap tap concede. Alright, phew. We managed to get there. That was a scary match. Very aggro matchup. Oh, we had a lot of nice spells coming up too, but we managed to pull that one off there after stabilizing in the early game, so good stuff. Let's go to our second match. Here we are for round 2 with our red-black aggro deck. We won the die roll, and ooh, this is a nice hand. Looks quite a bit different from the hands we were getting in the previous match, but 1 drop, 2 drop, maybe 3 drop. And a black cartouche for good measure. Opponent's on the mulligan to 6. Leads off with a honed Kopesh. Alright, so this is going to look to be another aggro mirror. Now, if the opponent just plays a 2-1 next turn like their own Nefcrop Entangler or Pathmaker Initiate, or Initiate's Companion, or Exemplar of Strength, good stuff is happening for us. I don't get to play my Bone Picker like I wanted to, but man, this is some delicious value. Okay, Bitterblade Warrior and no other plays. We've drawn nothing but land at this point, but luckily the cards that we had in our opening hand, presumably good enough for now. Yeah, I've drawn 3 lands in a row so far. Let's hope we can draw a spell here. Good. Any spell was good. And we're just attacking with the Bone Picker. No reason to run our Festering Mummy into their creature just yet. Next turn we get to attack with our Entangler again. And opponent still missing lands. We'll play our 3rd mountain out, as it does let our Sure Shot attack in reasonably well. And we're going to ship the Fools. Opponent's going to need, I don't even know what they could have here. Haze of Pollen would let them survive, but other than that, can't imagine much. Alright, and we're going to take a quick game 1 versus what appears to be red-green aggro. And I think we just ship it back. We didn't see much of the opponent since they were land screwed, so ship it back, and I guess game plan is draw Glorybringer, as is the game plan every game. Hey, look at that. Ooh, this hand is a little bit sketchy though, but it's certainly a keep. We got 3 removal spells basically, one of them being Glorybringer. Any early creature draws are just gravy at this point. Lead with Magma Spray. I will spray their 2-drop because we saw at least 2 from them. Oh, but they don't have one, alright. We did draw an Insider. Still going to lead with a Mountain for Magma Spraying any card that they might play that I can kill. Thresher Lizard does count. And now I'm going to cycle this Horror, see if we can find a 2-drop. We're also just digging for lands as well, because Glorybringer's 5 mana, and I would love to hit 5 mana on curve with the Glorybringer. Emberhorn Minotaur from the opponents. Okay. Let's play our Pathmaker Initiate. And let's attack in. I doubt they block, because Supernatural Stamina is a huge beating here, even though it's really just brute strength that we're holding up. Alright, take a hit here for 4. See what any follow-up play might be. Manticore of the Gauntlet, alright. Putting it on itself, sure. And now we say land. Damn. That's not good. In fact, that's really bad. Yeah, that's quite problematic for us. I actually think we just pass here with Fling and Brute Strength open. That was the turning point, because now the opponent can have a lot of things to just out-pressure me. The creatures are huge, and not having that 5th land for Glorybringer to take them off a creature and get in for some racing damage is not good, my friends. Not good. Okay, so they have Hooded Brawler into Red Cartouche. We're going to fling the Hooded Brawler with our Pathmaker Initiate. Okay. Now they get to attack with both their creatures. Oh, they are still playing around the trick that I represented when I attacked with my Pathmaker. I like that play from the opponent. Oh, or not. Or not. We're going to certainly take this trade and hope to hit a land again. There it is. And there's the glory. And we also have final reward for any creature that they might play this turn, as our creature is exerted currently. Could main phase. It does play around a fling. Yeah, let's just do that now. I'd rather play around fling than try to blow them out with attack and cartouche. Hyena Pack, irrelevant. Hone Kopesh, land. Ah, equip works though. Equip does work for them. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess we're just going to cycle the Ceradon. Find a Sure Shot. Cartouche it up. And get in for 7. No exert. Glorybringer doesn't deal damage equal to its power. It always just deals 4. And now they can't even attack with their Hyena, as they have to chump the Sure Shot or trade for the Sure Shot. And we got there. All right. Glorybringer once again showing its power, and we are quickly 2-0 in this competitive single elimination league. Stay tuned, and let's see if we can win round 3. Round 3, the finale. We're on the draw. We have a sketchy hand with 5 lands, but on the draw, I think you can't mulligan a hand with a 2-drop and a 3-drop. So we'll keep, and we'll draw another swamp. Playing against a red-white, once again. Gustwalker, uh-oh, that's the best 2-drop there is. Nephcrop Entangler, not a bad one, though. Presumably we see an exert here, as they don't want to trade. Cycle Wing Shepherd, okay, I like that. That seems like a good sign to me. They're also missing a land drop. In fact, they might offer the trade here. Yeah, they are. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I think I take it, actually, and try to race them. Oh, yeah. Good draw for racing. Would love to hit another red source for Glorybringer and being able to cast my 2-drop and cartouche in the same turn, but... Oh, whoa, what? Naya aggro. No, I've lost all sense of everything. I've lost a sense of everything. Alright, there is the attack, and there is the exert this time. Followed up with a hippo. Off of the good old mouth to feed. Blah. Drew a Magma Spray, which is great, but not what I wanted for this cartouche play. In fact, I'm just going to attack with a Nefcrop Entangler here, exert, and pass after playing my Pathmaker. This does make a green cartouche quite problematic for me, but green cartouche was already annoying on their Gustwalker anyways. We'll see what the opponent can do. Okay, they are attacking. I'll take the 3. What do you have to follow it up? Hooded Brawler, alrighty. Fling the draw now for us. Oh man, am I really trying to do this? Let's do the math. I kill the Hooded Brawler here. I get in for 4. They go to 11. They hit me for 5. I go to 7. I'm doing it. All I need to do is draw another red source, and we are in amazing shape. Like, because they still have mono spells in hand, I think I need to go for the racing situation where I try to kill them as quickly as possible. So does Mountain win here? Does Brute Strength? God, it's so close. It's just another red mana. Ugh. So sick. So sick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God. I'm so close to killing them. I think we attack with the Entangler and the Initiate. No pumps. No exert. Leave back our Minotaur Sure Shot on defense. Okay. Cross our fingers. We might see an attack with everybody here. Sure Shot will happily jump in front of the crop mate. Oh, actually, I guess I don't kill them with Fling anymore, do I? But I can chump here. Or rather, trade here. Take 3. This way, if they have a pump effect, I can fling their 3-2. Oh, this is so gross. So many different ways to play this turn. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go for a Brute Strength here, and if they have a way to kill me, so be it. They just need 1 pump effect to kill me. But this way, I win next turn if their game plan is just to play a single creature. Because I have 6 damage on the board plus Cartouche for the lethal. And they had a Synchronized Strike. Alright, so be it. So if I just pass priority there and they play a creature, I still have Brute Strength in my hand. I would need to rip a Mountain to still kill them. I think that was played correctly. Say I just block the 3-2 and pass, though. Then they Synchronize Strike and I lose because I can't fling. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. It might have came down to that turn where, I guess it was turn 2 or 3, where I didn't trade with their Gustwalker, but I think going for a racing situation there was fine. They just happened to have enough creatures to play and the Synchronized Strike, or any combat trick there. But it was close. It was close, and we're going to go to a game 2 where I get to play first. This hand is not very playable. I do have 2 Sure Shots, which are castable, but we're going to look for something to do a little bit earlier. Yeah, and this hand is fine. 2 removal spells, no early creature drops, but from what we saw of the opponent's deck, this was good enough. And I think I'm going to get greedy and bottom the Sure Shot. Try to find some better ones. Fanbearer. Yeah, that's definitely worth Magma Spray. Definitely worth a Magma Spray. Alright, we do have Bontu with Soul Stinger. That is a nice little wombo. Wombo of a combo. Still looking for one more land. Okay, another cycle of that Winged Shepherd like we saw in the previous game. Opponent on all 3 colors again. Like a champion. Unwavering Initiate. That was also a good target for Magma Spray, but Fanbearer was going to be more annoying for us. Festering Mummy actually pretty decent versus Unwavering Initiate. And I'm fine to trade here. Fine and willing to trade. They do have embalm value, of course, but they still have a million cards in their hand, so they might not want to spend their turn just embalming. Yep. Not what we needed to hit there. On-crop champion, bashing it for 4. I'm not going to Splendid Agony it, just to make it a 2-2. We'll find a hit eventually. I guess they're just embalming their Initiate here. Let's go ahead and kill it. Land? Alright, well, Baleful Ammit actually pretty good, as I can put the counter on Bontu and have a 4-3 Ammit that threatens to trade with their on-crop, but I'm actually not going to block if they attack. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell for my Ammit. Just another on-crop champion. Dang, okay. That is pretty spicy. No attacks now. It's good for us. We might get to blow them out here. Cartouche on our Ammit. Make one of their on-crops unable to block. Attack in for 5. If they block and don't have a trick, then I get to Brute Strength, eat their creature, gain 8 life, and get in for trample damage. Did I just really get Haze of Pollen? Oh my gosh. I actually just got Haze of Pollen. Alright, well, let's cycle, try to find a land. Holy moly. Yeah, taking 8 here. No land into wrong land, or wrong land into no land might be the death of us, as Electrify takes care of our Baleful Ammit, which didn't even get to hit once. 4th land for our Soul Stinger. Hopefully not too late. Okay, send them both in. Definitely blocking. Alright, one down. Still dead to the other, though. And also dead to Hooded Brawler. Alright, so I think we're actually dead here. Not too many things I can hit. Well, and that's going to be the game. I think we lost versus a pretty dirtily 3-color deck playing Haze of Pollen, but I mean, that's magic for you. I think I might have played the first game a little bit awkwardly, and it didn't work out, but we kind of just got land screwed there in that last game to lose to just their, I guess it was 2 4/4s and an Electrify that killed us, but not too bad. I think the draft went a little bit shoddy for me. That Glorybringer kind of put a wrench into things, but as you saw in the first 2 rounds, Glorybringer, when cast, always does some amazing amount of work. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Amonkhet draft. Looking forward to do some more, and looking forward to bringing you guys some Cube and whatnot when they bring that back for Magic Online. So thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to check out all of our other content here on Numot Gaming and YouTube. I will see you guys later. This is Kenji signing out. Take it easy.